Hi, my name is Brittany Giesler. I am the lead data consultant specializing in predictive analytics, and I'm here to tell you how this tool can help increase your organic food sales. So, how predictive analytics unblocks new opportunities. So, utilizing historical trends and real time data, you can have confidence and clarity with your data driven decisions. You can also accelerate your growth by understanding your customers, optimizing supply chain performance, as well as reducing that operational waste. You can optimize operations through accurate demand forecasting and minimize waste and have better inventory management. And you can improve market performance by competing on factors other than price. You can maximize sales and you can provide a more personalized customer experience. Understanding predictive analytics. So by Siegel, predictive analytics involves the use of data, machine learning algorithms, and statistical models to forecast future outcomes based on that historical data. So understanding it, businesses utilize predictive analytics to better understand customer behavior, operational performance, as well as market trends so they can make better decisions. Predictive analytics has been called a game changer and can help to discover actionable patterns to facilitate data-driven decision making. In the organic food industry, predictive analytics can help companies predict changes in consumption patterns, assess supply chain feasibility, and minimize inventory costs. Predictive analytics has been shown to minimize food waste, reallocate resources more and effectively, and improve profitability. When combining both internal and external sources, predictive analytics allows companies to generate accurate forecasts and build a competitive advantage that they didn't have before. Why it matters for organic food companies. So it grows the market demand as consumers shift toward healthier and sustainable foods. The organic food industry is growing rapidly, requiring companies to develop products that meet these new consumer preferences. And also it helps inform decision making. Predictive analytics provides valuable data-driven insights into market trends and customer preferences to assist companies in forecasting the product demand, assist with inventory management, as well as optimizing in their strengths. Competitive advantage. Because competitors have already started using this resource to develop new products, it's important that we as a company employ predictive analytics tools so we can remain flexible and ahead of that competition. And then this image on the right is showing how the US organic food market is going to really skyrocket throughout the 2020s. Into the 2034, you can see just how much it's growing. Improving customer base. So customer segmentation and predictive analytics. It analyzes purchase history, demographics, and preferences for customer segmentation, leading to targeted marketing strategies. Machine learning models predict future product purchases for inventory and marketing optimization for cross-selling as well as upselling. And personalized recommendations and increased sales. So customized product recommendations and exclusive offers improve purchasing conversion rates and generates that repeat business that we want as a company. So example, an incentive discount on a trending product purchase for segments will improve sales as well as increase our customer satisfaction. Improving retention through data-driven insights. So personalization enhances the degree of engagement from customers, which creates loyalty and reduces churn of them, like jumping ship, going to another brand. Predictive insights provide businesses an opportunity to identify customers at risk of churn and jumping ship and institute measures to retain them and keep them on. So this is an example of the marketing funnel, and it's kind of how a consumer makes their decision. They start with awareness, go from interest, consideration, intent, evaluation to the purchase, which is where you gain the sales. Enhancing operations. So optimize that supply chain management. So utilize predictive analytics to predict demand and minimize waste while using demand-driven inventory methods to enhance responsiveness to consumer needs. Use real-time sensor data and LOT devices. So utilize real-time sensor information and LOT devices to monitor and predict inventory status and maintenance requirements, thereby reducing overstock, out of stock, and unplanned downtime. Automate inventory replenishment. So utilize automated inventory replenishment schedules based on real-time info to minimize the risk of running out of stock and overstocking, and also increase your product availability. Reduce product spoilage. So Align supply with seasonal demand trends, utilizing predictive models in order to minimize spoilage while modifying your inventory based on demand forecasts. This image on the right is an infographic based on season, what produce is in season, and the demand for it, and how it increases or decreases in the seasons. How we can outperform competitors. So competitor analysis through predictive analytics. So use predictive analysis to assess competitor strategies and performance patterns to identify those market gaps and learn about new opportunities for your intervention. Track your competitor pricing strategies. So monitor competitive pricing on a real-time basis and use those predictive analytics to understand price changes based on the market parameters and to make competitive pricing decisions. Leverage that sentiment analysis. So use that sentiment analysis monitoring customer commentary on different contexts to identify the consumer preferences when consumers are contemplating unloading additional costs on features for core basis product use. An example of this is adjusting pricing based on competitor price drops. So decrease that actively adjusting prices when a competing product is serious on price. That gains the benefits of a superior competitive pricing being the superior product. So if your consumer is really if your competitor is dead set on this price, you can decrease that price for that product and more consumers will go to you. This is a good example of static pricing compared to dynamic pricing. With one price point, you have revenue, you're still going to gain, but with a dynamic pricing and multiple price points, you have more opportunity for revenue. Increasing market shares and sales. Predictive models for regional growth. So employ predictive analytics to assess areas of high growth potential by analyzing your historical demographic as well as your sales data, and use this to discover opportunities for new areas of improvement. Optimal product mix per store location. So use our historical sales data and clustering techniques to inform a store of specific product offering based on local demand as well as seasonality. And dynamic pricing to maximize your revenue. So take advantage of dynamic pricing and top selling products by forecasting and incorporating real-time information to create the peak pricing to maximize your revenue. Refining your marketing campaigns. So hyper-personalized marketing campaigns utilize those predictive analytics to customize marketing messages according to personal consumer behaviors, preferences, as well as purchasing history. Use segmentation models to highlight primary characteristics for personalized offerings to boost that engagement and increase conversion rates by sharing relevant content with the appropriate consumers at just the right time. Optimizing channels, timing, and messaging. So review the data to know what marketing channels are most effective for specific customer segments and the best way to reach them. That is target audience, what programs they use, what social media do they use, when do they use it, when can we post to actively get the best result. Use machine learning to adapt the messaging based on customer preferences and response patterns. Ensure campaigns are personalized for specific demographics to ensure that optimal value with maximum impact. And then real-time tracking and strategy adjustment. So using real-time data analytics allows for monitoring campaign performance and modifying strategy to achieve those better outcomes. And KPIs, key performance indicators, should be accessed to evaluate our marketing campaigns. And build in a cycle of that continuous refinement and continuous change of the marketing campaign, health conscious, optimize reach, boost returns, and customize customer satisfaction. An example of this is promote limited time offers, like on something like organic meal kits. So if we use a predictive modifier model to identify health-related individuals as a target audience, we could then segment customers through behaviors such as the purchase of health-related products. And then we can follow up with a personalized offer after you contact customers in a timely manner, and then promote that time-sensitive offer on sites where target customers will more likely engage. Lessening risks and ethical considerations. So fraud detection, risk prevention, and supply management. Predictive analytics utilizes past data to identify fraud, risk management, and anticipated risk of instability by looking at unusual patterns. Anomaly detection for financial and operational insights. So incorporate anomaly detection for determining unusual sales, expense, and operational patterns. This could signal an intervention before significant financial loss or operational delay. And ethical considerations and bias prevention. So to address that algorithmic bias, organizations can integrate data sets that are populated with diversity, which can indicate a balanced approach to addressing this and guaranteeing fairness in those predictive models. And fairness-aware machine learning techniques ensure that there is no discrimination. Data privacy, compliance, and transparency in AI. So data privacy, and compliance with regulations and the transparency of this machine learning decisions can create customer confidence by using that transparency. And this is a infographic just kind of showing these models help fraud detection, which increases the real-time monitoring, which increases customer safety as well as reduced fraud. Data collection and management. So internal data gathering. Utilize those data from internal sources such as sales and customer responses and feedback, as well as supply chain sensors to improve business insights and operations. External data integration. Utilize that data from external sources such as reports from market analysts, competitor data, and trends from social media. Ensuring data quality. So conduct ongoing the data audits to cleanse that data to ensure the accuracy, consistency, and reliability across all primary data sets. And the centralized data management system. So create a centralized data management system to provide seamless access integration to internal and external data sources. What's our conclusion and our next steps? So the effective predictive analytics on the organic food market is predictive analytics provides actionable insights to fuel growth by optimizing those supply chains, improving customer experience, and predicting demand across a variety of different platforms. It enables organizations to utilize data and use it to make decisions so they can remain competitive in this market. Sub-phased implementation. So begin with integrating data and converge data from internal and external sources. And then you can build models while continuing the iterative phase of building and improving with ongoing updates until accuracy and outcomes improve over time. When enrolled, support will be given to you at each stage, from initial implementation to continuous improvement along the way. Improving your company looks at predictive analytics, ultimately, which will maximize the value of our company. So open discussion is encouraged. So in exploring how we can come up with other target ideas moving forward. So if you have ideas on how you can increase your business and how this can help you in different areas of improvement within it and how we can use this data, give it to me. Customization for the implementation plan is heavily dependent on obtaining information from predictive analytics so the company's needs can be met. So this customization, so if you have these ideas and how to customize it, it's really dependent on these predictive analytics so we can grow your company the way you want it to. And using predictive analytics can really help you guys take you to the next level and become a competitor in the organic food market. These are some of my resources if you want to take a look. And then that's all for me. Thanks, guys.